Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. We're finally able to call it Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Isn't that nice? I have played since day 1 and have eagerly anticipated a sequel, and it was finally announced. Hopefully, this sequel is just as good as we all want it to be. If it is, I've realized and come to terms with, or am trying to come to terms with, rather, the fact that this might be my last Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough ever in my life. And I want to give this game a send-off, because this game changed the way I think about gaming. I have quite literally played it religiously since it came out. Never put it down on YouTube. That's fine. We're still here for it, and yeah, we're going to start a new game. Play this game on, like, multiple consoles, and I'm just going to start a new save, because obviously it would not be a playthrough if I played on, like, a in-game character. We'll do normal mode because I want to enjoy my time. But now it's time for me to shut the hell up.
God bless.
Same to you.
Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks
Okay,
like
so
he
now
was
that
out
the,
all evening,
You know,
drinking like
the
a
beautiful
lord.
part of this intro is done. What an intro to a game, man. That is,
Go and get the
that
lazy
is
bones
good
up
stuff. But now we get to
Clout
watch
round the ear
Ma
should do it.
and Pa roast us. And yeah, we're about to meet Henry. Some of you guys, I'm aware, could possibly be first-time fans of this
Henry!
series,
Get up now.
which is so
There's
neat
work to be
me. I love the idea that KCD 2 is going to bring new fans to the series. I'm also a little nervous about it because as a
Hear that?
long-term fan of the
You'd
series,
better
I'm
not
like,
vex
man,
him. Now
I
get
really
up
hope
quick.
that,
Breakfast is on the table.
I really hope that this stuff works out.
Wait, what's this?
I think it will.
Have you been... Oh, Henry.
I just don't want to see people trash
How many times have I told
what
you about
to me
fighting?
is
It's nothing.
up there in
It's
like
just a
my top.
scratch.
I would say top 3,
You've been at that sword
maybe
play
top
again,
5 games
haven't
of all
you?
time. So,
You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it.
but the concept of the
know how
series,
he
yeah, it's
feels
just
about it.
coming to terms
Don't worry, it wasn't that.
with the fact that I might never
I
play this
just
game
scratched
again.
myself is all.
And I hope to not play this
Well,
game again,
just don't
because
come crying
if
to
I
me
never
if
play
you
this
really
game
do
again,
get
that means the
hurt.
second game was
Now
perfection.
get
And if
up,
the second
you
game was
rogue.
perfection, that means this game did its job. This job being to set the second game up to just be amazing. And that's what we're hoping for. We'll just have to see. The episodes are going to run very long, but what I'm going to try to
Fine
do.
state you're in this morning. What on earth did you
Oh,
get up
this
to
is slightly
last
modded.
night?
I'll make sure to put that in the description. But what I plan on doing is trying to make clips, because I have a tendency to play this game, and if you've played this game, you understand. It's really hard not to play this game for like 5 hours. And so what I plan on doing is, like, if I record 5 hours worth of content, naturally I don't expect anybody to watch that. But I will make little clips of each thing and make it an episode. So not every episode is going to have an intro, okay? But yeah, some of them will, some of them won't. But this is the intro for this episode. So please like, comment, and subscribe. What I want people to comment, I'm going to try to ask a question every single day because I'm a new channel and I want to encourage people to communicate and maybe start a little bit of a community around this beautiful, beautiful game on this very, very small channel. How long have you been a fan of the KCD series? It's now a series. Are you a day oneer like myself? When did you jump in? I want to know. And if you're new to the series, good for you. You did not have to wait 6 years. But let's jump in here. Let's do our thing. What I usually do is the speech option or strength, but for the sake of being different, let's do agility.
I went dancing
Dancing?
with Bianca.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, that's why you're tired. But you'll still have to work today. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Agility.
No, it's just Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Archery is really
Christ,
nice.
Give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
All right, Mom. We're going to end our dialogue. Henry is always hungry, so we will be eating. But I do plan on utilizing Oh my god, I thought that Fern was a man. I just almost shit myself. Okay, so we do have some mods. They were through Nexus, and I heard like a lot of the Nexus mods got deleted, and so whenever I heard that, I was like, I don't want to delete these mods for the sake of not ever being able to get them again. Camping mod. There's a cheat mod. The cheat mod will not be used. Camping mod might, just because it's a cool mod, you know, might showcase it. I keep the reticle on the center of the screen when using the bow, because it's just fun to me. I have a mod that whenever I'm using a visor, if I put it down on my face, it doesn't block the screen. It is an advantage for myself, yes, but mostly the big reason I do it is for the content. I don't want to get in a fight and then the viewer has to suffer by not being able to see the screen. It does kind of break the immersion, but it's fine. So does the little dot in the middle of the screen anyways. There's a couple other mods that I'm sure I will think of in time. I think there's like easier pickpocket, which I don't know that I plan on doing a lot of pickpocketing anyways. And then, oh, free training, like from trainers. So therefore, guess what? We won't be utilizing that. Isn't that beautiful? Let's eat from another pot, just because Henry can put it down. But, you know what's strange is, like, I'm sitting here noticing things right now. I noticed that, like, with agility increased, like the running speed difference, you tend to not notice it unless you're, like, on a max level character, and then you're like, whoa. But even those 2 points that we put into it, I can tell the difference based on the saves that I've had in the past, like, couple of days. Because in the past couple of days, I have had 3 different saves that I put about 4 hours into, that I was not able to upload because of unforeseen difficulties. And I'm hoping that this is not one of them, and I'm not about to eat the words that I am saying. But, assuming that it's not, I'm excited.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Yes, sir. I also am glad I came to this closed door to pick a nettle. For players that are new, or just don't know, which I don't know how you wouldn't know, nettle, best plant in the game. I don't care what anybody says, it's the best plant in the game. Here's my reasoning. It grows in abundance. Okay. It is, it actually grants like a secret perk. The perk being, what is it called? Like, it's some sort of resistance perk, but effectively it gives you a permanent +2 points to your vitality, which increases your stamina and stamina regeneration, which in these early levels, that +2 is big. The way that this game works, you start out with a 1 in everything, and your character is indeed a trash can, with potential to not be a trash can. I always like say at level 5 you're like apprentice, at level 10 you're good, at level 15 you're an expert, and at level 20 you are a master. That is how I've always decided that that's how I decided that it works in my head. But yeah, those first 10 levels are just rough, and we're gonna try to pick the nettle. I don't plan on making this like the longest situation. In fact, I may pause and then unpause. That way we don't have to sit here and watch me pick plants, because I love you guys and I don't want people to watch me pick plants. So in fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause, and then in a couple seconds, your time, you will see that right here we will have a new perk, and then we will have a bunch of new nettle. So yeah, just tune in for that. Welcome back, everybody. So, like I said, we have resistance now. It is a permanent secret perk that you get specifically for picking nettle. +2 bonus on vitality. That's huge. You can come over here and you see the little +2. You can still get to level 20, but you will be level 22 through technical, like, statistical standards, right? Awesome. I did pick a little bit more than necessary. I think about level 4 is when you get that extra buff. The reason I got to level 5 is you get a perk point at level 5 herbalism, and flower power get you +2 charisma bonus if you have enough fragrant herbs in your inventory. Take that. Now, here's the glorious thing about nettle. Nettle is literally the only plant, I picked a lot of them. It is the only plant in my inventory. I still have the perk, because nettle is considered a fragrant herb. So you quite literally get a +2 vitality, a +2 charisma, for carrying, I don't even have to carry this many. I can carry, I think, 50 and have the perk. That's 5 pounds. 5 pounds of weight for +4 perk points. And technically, even if you're not holding the nettle, that buff, the resistance buff, is just going to be there regardless. Whatever. You know, that's not the point. But it is still really cool. That's why I love nettle. At the beginning of this game, literally, we're in Skalitz right now. This is Skalitz. We have technically +6 perk points right now, based on talking to the mom and picking a plant. Now we can get on with the actual part of the game. Let's.
Hey, Pip. Do you want to learn something?
Did I never talk to the dad? Oh, I didn't. Okay. So yeah, let's go talk to the father. This game, I mean, you know, it's a little bit dated graphically, but like, it's still really pretty. And some stuff has like insane levels of detail that you just don't expect. But let's talk to Dad.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Alright. I wanted to have a look around.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway,
Never.
we've a lot of work to do today.
I have none.
I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
Okay.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails
The
I sold
dreaded
him a month
Kunesh.
ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it.
Pause.
Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll just do this part now because they're already up here. Might as well just go ahead and grab it. Oh, I'm sure you guys saw the +2 though in that persuasion thing. That was the power of the nettle.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Indeed. Now we need to go sell 139 nettle to give me exactly 50. So that'll be exciting. Oh shit. Okay, here's the thing. If you're going to play optimally, when nobody's around, you can actually crouch and knock this dude out and then take his clothes and money. But we won't. In fact, I think I'm going to start utilizing the pause and unpause method a little bit. That way some of this in-between walking isn't that big of a deal. But at the very least, first I will...
God be with
We'll do that in a little bit.
Take care.
I'm just kind of getting some ideas. Let's see. 139, except that will be 13.9 groschen. We are rich, bitch. Let's go. Okay. So I don't know why I thought that was Kunesh. Sometimes he does leave this little area. Let's not talk to him yet. Let's do some other stuff. I'm going to... Okay, so this guy's training gets repeated later. So I'm actually going to pause, do his training, unpause, because there is zero reason for us to show a training that is quite literally going to be done, and done better, later on. So I will be right back. And we are back. Okay, yeah, so we're going to learn everything that he just taught us way more in depth later. He was just giving us very basic combat instructions and the chance to get a little bit of experience on various things. Unfortunately, those things don't really come in handy right now. So, meh. It's all good. Oh, hang on. While I'm here, another mod. I actually got some perks for some of the skill trees that don't usually get used. And so that makes me happy. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I mean, this isn't. It's gonna be a lightly modded playthrough. It's just is what it is. We're not gonna be using the cheat mod. That's the most important thing. But before we deal with Kunesh, let's do another little mission. This one has a little bit more substance to it.
Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts, traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
So are
Matthew.
such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg.
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet.
Don't
to
forget
keep their
about
ends.
Kuttenberg.
Yes, but
Goodman
It's going to be the big city
This is
in
pointless. Let us talk of
KCD
more
2,
pleasant things.
and I'm excited, but like
Deutsch has gone
I'm
too
curious
far.
to see the performance.
Wenceslas is our rightful king.
I mean, it's
Deutsch
it's
is
going to
an
be
idiot.
very apparent in
But
this
what can you do?
recording, but
I might have an idea.
you know, sometimes it
Deutsch
has a
deserves to be
tendency
taught a
to
lesson.
lag and
Doesn't he,
glitch out a
Fritz?
little bit.
Too right, Matthew.
And
Proper hiding.
I feel like Kuttenberg is going to be
Do you want to end up in the pillory?
really
Don't
bad.
listen to Fritz. I've got
But
a
apparently
better
it's
idea.
working, and
Deutsch
they
was
have till
talking
the end of the
such
year to
shit.
fix any bugs.
It made
so
me think of that huge
hopefully that
Parlement
works out.
You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and
I usually
a few other
actually
things.
say no to this,
We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
but
Come on.
through
A
helping
few
them,
handfuls of manure is not going to take
we get a
all
couple
day.
unarmed perk
It's our duty
points,
to defend
maybe,
the honor
or
of
just
our
some
king.
experience. We're halfway
So,
through strength, so we might actually get a strength
Are you
upgrade.
with us?
We might be like level 2. And then the gang will help us with Kunish. That's kind of the most important part. I'll do it.
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Alright. Time for us to get to dipping. Let's head over here to this. I have this habit of always checking just to see if I can bathe. Because of the just general experience points. And there's a ton of those around. And you can just use them and get a little clean. It's very nice. Super useful. We'll just wait for the homies here. Okay, the homies. How are we feeling?
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
I don't
But
know if
maybe you noticed
I'm
after all
tripping, but
these
he was
years
super
that he has a
blurry
wife
right
and a
then.
son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you gotta lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. What's up, baby girl? Do it,
What
clap.
do you want, lad?
Yeah, your
I
husband's
just
making
went
some
by the
trouble, man.
tavern
It's
and
kind of a
your
problem.
husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the
kind of
popes
already
too.
did that, Shoddy.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Maybe. We about to find out. It don't clap, but it jiggle. All right. We lose reputation if we do help, and we lose reputation if we don't help. So, and these are the homies, so it's like we might as well lose reputation with the people.
What are you waiting for, soldier?
That are
Fire the trebuchet!
well, spoilers,
For
going
king
to fucking
and
die.
Country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo!
Eat shit, Docious.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're
Fun
decorating
fact,
your house for you.
Sir
like your old man
Toby,
was saying
I
in the tavern
believe he's
about
like the
that traitor
PR guy over at
Sigismund.
Warhorse Studios.
We're just doing
He
what we
actually
have to do.
voiced the Deutsche Son.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you
Pretty cool.
try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Motherfucking sniped. My man is the medieval Tom Brady.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Alright, alright. So I always will back away. Oh, alright. I back away. I see who comes at me. It's usually, yeah, it's usually a boy. Let's give him the what's for. Fitz, you're honestly just being a nuisance at this point. This dude's bodied. He's finished. He's cooked. Ma'am, you need to move or else you're gonna be a casualty of war. Hey, we got that perk point. Alright. We will take every opportunity to punch the fuck out of
For
Zibishek.
God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Catch pole.
Run, you cowards!
Bro.
We better fucking run too.
Alright. So I used to think that you had to like hide somewhere, so like hid in a barn. No, just literally follow these dudes. Just follow them. You follow them. To my knowledge, you just won't get caught by the catch pole. At least I never have. Could be wrong, maybe. I don't know. But as of now, I've never been caught in the process of this.
God be with you. God.
You too, Shoddy. I would sit and talk, but the law. You know, usually I actually don't outpace these guys, but I think because I took the agility, like that extra movement, I'm fine. I'm cool. Okay, so meet the lads at Kunish's. Usually I think they just cut like straight through here and then like around. So let's just, yeah. We'll just go ahead and do that. Let me clean up. I'm a little bloody. A little bloody. Technically I could actually afford to buy the charcoal now, but we gotta deal with Kunesh. I actually always feel bad beating the hell out of this man, because he's obviously not doing well. I think his wife's left him. He's an alcoholic. Like, it's not a good scenario for him. Let's really quick though. Let's check. Let's see what we got here. Blocking with opponent. Okay, so it's not actually as useful as it might seem, because eventually you get the perfect block, and if you're really good at timing the perfect block, I usually play a very defensive combat style. This really isn't a good perk, because if you perfect block, it costs 0 stamina. So we just won't use that. We save it, because the next round of perks that we get, you get like I think it's like 2 really, really good perks. But we'll look at that in a minute. Let's talk to Fritz.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
Indeed.
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point.
Dung.
It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
Indeed. He said, alright, let's see what we got here.
Anyway, nice.
Oh. Okay. That's our riveting dialogue. Let's go here then. I think if we just avoid him, we can walk into the house. I know technically he will be mad, but like... Now that we know we don't have a lockpick, I wonder if... hang on, let's talk to him.
What do you want?
Father sent me
My
for
father
money.
sent me to get the coin you
I
owe
want to
for
do
axe,
the
hammer, and
lockpicking
nails.
method because I like having a
I've got nothing.
lockpick.
Clear off.
Pay for the tools.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Ooh.
Look, I know things aren't easy.
He's about to fucking
Wife
roast
ran
him.
off. Booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. No wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt. I
Brother,
can't leave here
you didn't
without
have
something.
to add that whole first part.
Son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Take care.
Take care. Alright, you mother... I'll teach you. Anyways, take care, bro. Like, my sir, what? Couple jabs, couple jabs, couple jabs. Back away. Back away. We go for the kick. We go for the jab. We miss. We get absolutely bodied. Absolutely bodied. Very good. Oh, well landed. Sir. Yeah. Yeah, get kicked. Get kicked. We take these perk points. I don't care how long this fight takes.
Way off.
My man. Who was his wife, I wonder? The kick is actually kind of useful. I tend to not use it, but like... Oh! I was going to use it then and I was too slow. Oh, get bodied. Oh, never mind. I got bodied. I got bodied. Come on, you little whore.
You know how this...
Oh, do I? Oh, he was talking shit, and you got hit. You got hit. You got hit. You got hit. You got hit, Kunish. Oh.
Enough! I give up. Take what
I
you
got
want.
too excited.
It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Oh, I'm sorry, Kunish. Well, I wanted the lockpick, but I mean, we did kind of whoop his ass, so... I don't like taking his stuff, but like, he doesn't have money, so we're supposed to sell it for money, which, you know, it's whatever, dude. Like, thank you.
All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Alright, well, I actually am sorry. Even though he's a complete douche, I actually sympathize with the guy, okay? Like, I do sympathize. I don't want... Oh, hang on. Let's look at our perks, because I know we got some stuff, man. We got that unarmed skill boost. What is this, like? Okay, it doesn't say when we're actually getting the perk. I just know due to the fact that there's a mod, we do get a perk. And we also got Warfare, which... That's eventually going to be a really... useful perk. Most of these are pretty useful, but I didn't want to talk to this guy while we're bloody and beaten up, but whatever. We got a little bit of a bruise. We need 10 charcoal for father. Then we can sell that, and sell that. giving us a little bit actually over the amount that we need. Boom. Got the charcoal. The last thing to do, and the most important, is to secure the booze, baby. Fun fact also, I'm not gonna, you know what, I am gonna do it. I want to show people how it works. The Deutsch, Mr. Deutsch himself, you can target him and actually get his outfit, some money, and generally decent items off of him. Believe it or not, because, yeah, he leaves. The catchpole heads out, right? We don't want to stop the catchpole to talk to us because he'll, like, pause for a moment. I don't think his wife follows. Catchpole's leaving. She's chilling. Coast is clear. This is just me showing you guys how to do something pretty neat, right? If you do get caught, you pretty much are screwed. They will take you to jail and then you die in the tutorial. But if you do it correctly, let's just get on out of here. We'll head up to the house because there's a chest up here that you can use. I'm mostly showing this to people who either 1, don't know, 2, haven't done it, or 3, are new, so all of the above applies. But you can, there's videos out there if you want to look them up. Helical, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He has one where you literally just become a god in Skalitz, and then he has one where you can do it in Talmberg, etc. and so on. But by the time you leave Skalitz, you can pretty much have a 20 in most stats if you just want to sit here and abuse everything. But yeah, it's, I don't know how exactly it's pronounced, but it is Helical. Yeah, he's a good YouTuber, and he's been loyal to this game, so show him love. But let's see what we got spoils-wise. We got a dagger, useful for stealth because you can one-hit kill people. We got really nice clothes that I don't want to use because I'm not feeling very exploity, but if you were feeling exploity, you have clothes that boost your charisma a pretty substantial amount. In fact, I think they might like boost your charisma enough that if you go into Talmberg after all this and you have to talk your way out of it, I think that might actually give you enough charisma, because yeah, that's 5 charisma for that shirt, and then it's like 12, and then it's like another 12, and then the ring is 16, the boots are like, yeah, 12, 16. That's a lot of charisma boost based on the clothing, and you might actually just be able to talk your way completely out of Talmberg. Bread, which we're just gonna eat it. 20 groschen, just about, I think, something along those lines, but it doesn't count as stolen because it's groschen. But yeah, let's put the stuff up. There's a part, well, actually no, because if we get searched and then we're wearing this, then we go to jail, and we don't want that. Even though it's not really been long enough for them to search us, I just don't want to risk it for the biscuit. In fact, I'm even going to put the groschen up. Actually, no, I'm going to need the groschen for Talmberg, so let's keep the groschen. And just hope that they don't spot that the groschen is stolen. But yeah, those clothes and the ring and stuff, even if you just sold them, that means once you get out of the tutorial section, you're doing pretty good. I would say you're doing pretty good. And that's only off of one guy. Like I said, the Helical or whatever, Skalitz is a playground to him. I have watched his videos, and in those 30-minute videos, every one of these NPCs will be dead. He's taken all of their loot. He is unstoppable. Even without the perfect block, he just can't be beaten. It's kind of wild. Okay, there's a lot of talking. Let's go get this alcohol. Let's go secure the bag, if you would. We need to hurry, though. That way, if they do find the Deutsch, they might blame us, and then we go to jail, and we don't want to go to jail, so...
You're looking well today.
That means that we're going to be completing this tutorial now.
What brings you here?
You do. Let's be smooth as hail.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
Honestly, she's not that beautiful. No, I'm kidding. That's mean. We already know the Deutsch is saying stupid things, so let's get a picture.
A picture as usual?
Indeed, madam.
Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course.
Waiting on the screen to load.
Here you are.
Okay, I thought we weren't going to get the game back. Got nervous.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
These lines of dialogue I despise. They say this evening way too much.
And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
Yeah, it's...
You too.
I'm not a fan of that.
Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like Father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
How?
This evening. Said again. Said again.
For you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Okay. Yeah, that little piece of dialogue, I feel like it was written... I don't even know how it was written necessarily, but it was written kind of weirdly. Does anybody else pick it up? Like, I know it's a tutorial, but even at the beginning when the mom is talking, she's like, that scratch, I expect it has something to do with that suspicious-looking character with a sword. Like, I know that they're saying it specifically to kind of like, they're trying to help you get into it, I know that because it's the beginning of the game. But just like, the rest of the dialogue in this game is so good. So like, this early bit, every time I play it, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, wait, what am I doing? Oh no, I gotta get to Dad. I was about to drink the whole entire keg on my own. What's up, Pops? Let's get that.
Yeah, about time.
Let's get that stuff going. Let's drink. I have
charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
Indeed.
What does
I do like the detail on it, like the
Damned if I
inscription.
know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe?
Is it Latin?
Lord
I thought
Radzig ordered
Nos,
it.
which I do believe is Latin.
This will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
We getting snitched on?
I'm not sure. Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry.
We're being accosted.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
You're right, Dad. You're right.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that would burn. Like, I know it's probably a
Good.
pretty decently thick
Once
piece
more.
of wood, but dang, son. That is piping hot metal.
That's it.
And the guy on
Done.
the other end's holding a sword, so
Now
it's
file
like...
it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Thankfully, he's got them thick gloves. The art of blacksmithing is just like... It's so cool.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
Awesome.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with
She's
you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Alright. You said they're in the trunk. I don't see the nails.
Here are those nails you wanted.
I'm so
Thanks.
sorry. That's such a
How's
stupid
Bianca?
joke.
She's
Stupid
fine.
joke. I can't even talk.
Why do you ask?
Just wondering.
Teresa is
Will
bae.
you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
She's
Maybe we'll see
into
each other
you,
there.
bruh.
Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
I like how Dad is just absolutely shitting on us. We're trying to spit game, Pa. Oh.
Fine lass, eh?
Fine ass, and at last.
Now
indeed.
stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to see him. I'm assuming that's like a leather wrap around. Also, this is neat. Watch. So Dad's pretty good at like swords. So he cuts it. Stick moves a little bit, but you're still getting the cut, right? Awesome.
We did a fine job.
Now,
I would expect nothing less
watch
than
when
such a renowned
Radzig does it.
swordsmith.
He is a little bit closer to like
Those
a
days are
master
gone, sir.
swordsman.
You haven't lost your skills, though.
Almost no movement. He's level 15.
Would you like to try it?
About.
Sir,
I would
what good
say.
is a sword to a
Let him
commoner?
try it.
Yeah. And now Henry is Kind of a
You
trash
still
can.
have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Sir Istvan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Istvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Beat them, dog.
And you've no need to learn swordplay.
Meet and beat. Uh-oh. It's about to go down.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Pretty sure the red-haired dude, that is actually Sigismund. He says nothing. He just attacks. Hang on, that's Bianca. I never noticed in that cutscene that is Bianca. She's holding the basket.
Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Alright. Fun fact about this game. In all cutscenes, there is a chicken. So let's play the game, see if you can spot the chicken. I'm pretty sure we just saw Bianca drop. I'm gonna watch this back, because I'm very curious about that. This game pays attention to the continuity of things.
We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move in, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back!
You know what's funny? We actually never get that small bag of stuff. I'm I'm almost 100% sure we never get it back. Alright, I'm looking at bodies. I'm pretty sure the guy that was just laying there was the one that was talking to the Deutsch. But yeah, I'm literally just looking because, yeah, this game actually does care about, like, where everybody's at. Ugh. And now for one of the most brutal scenes in this game.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
We best get to getting.
Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Now, upcoming is one of my favorite video game objectives of all time, because it truly captures the absolute helplessness that we have right now. Simply put, when it loads, one, we have to go because a Cumin is coming, but run. Just go. There's no time. We have to go.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you!
Okay.
Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
They got our girl. Alright. Alright. We did what we had to do. Let's go. We did it. Let's get the hell out of her. And just to be safe, for the sake of our horse's stamina, let's just like slow canter away because they can't catch us. Because this next cutscene, we're gonna have to go pretty fast. If it was a knee shot, we would no longer be able to play this game as an adventure. We would be a guardsman for the rest of our pathetic lives.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. We're bleeding. We got the Cumins. They're on our trail. I don't know what you're saying, big dog, but I don't appreciate it. I will say, by the way, guys, if you do plan on recording this, just some stuff that I've learned, like through recording. Oh, did you really snipe shot me? Holy shit. Okay, sorry about that. Now, turn off the motion blur. This game has motion blur, and it's pretty wicked. I really can't believe that he managed to snipe my ass. That is genuinely an impressive thing. Wait, are we... Wow, we actually managed to get away. Aw, we got away just enough to actually be considered out of combat for a moment. That's kind of neat.
Flee! To Talmberg!
We're almost there, guys. To say flee to Talmberg. Honestly, though, those guys are chasing us more than they're chasing anybody else. Alright, we'll slow to a canter. He did snipe shot us earlier, which is concerning. Let's go now.
Run for it!
Like, that shot was actually pretty cool. Like, the fact that he hit it is stunning. I did not expect to actually get hit. I usually don't get hit in this sequence, which is why I'm like,
kill you all!
We are almost there, guys. Right around this bend. Alright, slow, canter. Alright, last little bit, let's go. I don't know what you're saying. Okay, we're good. Sick. We made it. Move, baby, move.
Oh my God! Wait!
Jesus Christ.
Help! Skalitz has been attacked! Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey!
Loose. Have any of y'all actually shot an arrow? Shot a bow before? If so, let me know. I'm sure some of you have. I have. I live in the Midwest, so I've shot everything. But, man, a bow is fun. Not even like the compound ones, but like a legit longbow. So fun. So yeah, if you're still watching, yeah, let me know. Have you ever shot a legitimate like longbow before? And if so, how's that aim? When I was younger, we used to take like helium balloons and then like let them up and then shoot them. It's kind of the perks of living out in like the wooded area. You don't have to really worry about where the arrow
Someone
goes.
give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Maybe.
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Damn it. Every time I do that, I always forget. But there's like a woman's voice in that sequence. And I don't know what she says.
Easy.
I'm watching this video back, but I
Hold
also
on.
moaned, so I might not hear
You were
it.
lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
I love that sequence. The little slap, hobble, and then he's just smiling like a little shit-eating grin.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak
I
to
love
Lord
So
Divish.
Robard.
Can you manage?
He's awesome.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge.
Indeed.
There were dozens
It
of
was
banners
huge.
flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
All right. So he's carrying us in the cutscene, but then we get here and he is not carrying us. We have to be careful because villagers are going to talk to us. And if they do, we need to make sure that
You fled from Skalitz.
Right here. Okay, so if we don't talk to him, we lose reputation. Yeah, Sigismund
It
came
was
with
a
his
fine
army.
sunny day until Sigismund came with his army.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. I didn't make it inside.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me, I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams that we were both killed. The
We're
gate was
skipping some of
closed
this
by now.
dialogue, guys.
The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help, I made it.
That's horrible. You were very fortunate to survive. And God bless you for warning us. I'll pray for you, lad.
I appreciate you. But yeah, if we don't tell him that, then we lose rep.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Indeed, it probably is.
I heard about your father.
Wait.
Countryside to make horseshoes.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard
Understand why
something.
he
So I
wasted
was
his
like,
talents,
"Ee."
but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine.
Okay, I understand. I thought maybe it was
Milady.
another one of the villagers talking to us.
You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man?
No, it's surely blood. I thought that was
Welcome,
pee
lad.
on his pants, which
Bozhena
I
here
guess if
will
it
take
was,
care of you.
it might be.
No doubt you're
We can't
tired and
blame
hungry.
him.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor
Oh,
soul?
no, okay,
After
yeah,
everything he's
it's
been
just dirt.
through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
Yes,
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
I love Robard.
Thank you.
Literally, like everything he's doing, he just
God
has these
reward
little
you for your
subtle things
kindness.
that you can tell that he actually cares about
Get up
people.
now.
Because
You're in
technically to
capable
him, we are
hands,
like a
so
peasant. We are
I'll
nothing.
leave you to it.
And
Good
he has
night.
helped us with our mannerisms.
Good night, man.
Twice. You can tell he's a good dude. Robard is a solid guy.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Yes, sir. He's about his business, but the man is a good man. And we appreciate that. Now, it's time for us to eat.
Oh, God.
Yup.
Eat.
Yup.
Food.
Yup. Alright. That should be good. let's eat the mash and the duck. Now we're exhaustedly tired. Hey, Bernard. Bernard. Hey, Divish. Bernard is a different
Please
guy.
tell me what happened in Skalitz. I have.
Okay. See, we would have. It was awful. Sigismund came with his army. I didn't make it inside.
My God. That.
Alright. I'm sorry about your family, though, for real. But yeah, now we're good. And because of that, because we were quick with it, we got a speech increase. Big stuff, big gains. I'm also seeing that we have a main level perk, so we'll have to jump on that. But first, let us rest. It really doesn't matter how long we choose, but that's how long I'm going to choose. We'll get woken up, yeah, very soon.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Ooh, I didn't take my boots off. I always take my boots off, dang. I don't think it actually matters, but it's just one of them things.
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Okay. We will be talking about it. I try to be kind of quiet, by the way. Sometimes I'm bad about it, but
you might be right, my lady.
We always disappear in this cutscene. We'll
I'll
be
tell you
next
what
to her in a minute.
It was
it's
terrible,
kind of a weird glitch,
unexpected.
but I try to be quiet during
The day
some of this
started
stuff.
just like any other.
I'll mess up, like right now.
Father
I'm talking,
sent me into
but
town on some errands.
I don't know. Some of it's important, but I went to collect a debt.
A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
Yeah.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him
scoundrel.
with his work, and I was looking forward to it.
Heathen.
He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The
sorry, I
sword was
not
taking
paying
shape when
attention.
Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work.
It's
and
currently
said that with
almost
his
1
smithing
a.m.
skills,
where I'm
he
at,
could easily
so
make a living in Prague or Vienna.
after
You don't say.
this conversation,
But Sigismund's
I'm
horde
gonna
was
end
already
the
on the
episode.
horizon, ready to attack the town.
and then probably
A
schedule
horde
it to
of soldiers
upload,
was amassed.
honestly.
Pennants flapped in the wind, the armor glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack,
How awful.
and then death descended on Skalitz.
Yeah, I don't care about being on
Father
camera.
told me
Talk
to
about
take
mom and
shelter
dad.
in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human up. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armor, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
Indeed.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
And yeah, let's
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
Of course.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Indeed.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and
this is
all
one of
of
the
a
moments
sudden,
where I'm just trying to
I
be a
was
little
left
bit
alone
quiet,
with
by the
Sir
way.
Robert.
I will say we are
didn't know
ending
what
the
to
episode
do.
after this, so if somebody just wants to be
We went
here
to
for
Prague
story
to appeal
purposes,
to the king
completely understand,
and
and it
sought
helps
help
my
from
watch
Divish's
time.
friends,
but
all to
if
no
you
avail.
have played this game and you don't feel like watching this little
We
cutscene,
tried for
I do
years,
fully understand, and
but
thank
it
you for
seemed
watching this video.
I was destined to be left alone,
Please give it a like,
and my husband
comment,
to
and
rot
subscribe,
in jail
and
in
tune
his
in for the
own
next
castle.
one. I'll do this
Years,
outro
you
again
say?
here in a minute, but this
7
is just for the
years.
people that don't feel like watching
That's
these
how long it
scenes.
took before Havel was
Thank you.
condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
And good night to everybody watching. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This has been the first episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance, the tribute and farewell. Please like, comment, subscribe, and tune in for the next episode, as I plan on making this a full 100% completion. We're doing everything, guys. We are doing everything. That way we can send this game off, this beautifully perfect game. We can send it off as we start the countdown into Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next episode. We're watching Mom get absolutely bodied. And Henry is trauma dumping on us right now. But yeah, for real, guys, thank you. It's very appreciated. I'm very excited.
Wake up. You don't want to miss this. What is it?
I'll see you in the next
What's
one.
happening?
Y'all have a good night.
Come
Thank
to the
you.
battlements. One of our patrols reported a company